Hi everyone, this is Grace and welcome to my channel and a pocket page scrapbook layout process video. Wow, that is a mouthful. I hope that I said that right. Anyways, I am working with some pictures from my son's 8th month milestone. I grabbed the collage from Picasa. I created that for a blog post using or sharing some highlights from his 8th month. And so I just, instead of creating or editing some more pictures to put in my album, I just grabbed the collage itself and then printed it at Costco. I believe this size was an 8 by 12. And then I'm just now trimming all of the pictures so that it will fit my pockets in my album. Anyways, I believe this one is uh, the sheet is, there is two 6 by 6 pockets and then three 3 by 4. No, 4 by 6. Sorry, I had to think this through. Anyways, so I am just working out the layouts of my pictures. So as you can see, the 3 4 by 3 slots, I am going to actually kind of make that into 6 2 by 3s because I have those small photos. So I'm kind of going to divide them a little bit more. And I am working with some papers from different manufacturers. Some are from Basic Gray, others are from Echo Park. I believe I put in some My Mind's Eye in there as well. And if you've watched my previous video regarding the 4 months process video of this pocket page, I mentioned that these particular page protectors are from SCI and therefore they are not true 6 by 6 and 4 by 6, and so I have to do some measurements here. And it was so weird because even when I did it 6 1/4, it still didn't fit in that top one. So I'm going to be working on that a few times or a couple of times to get the paper cutting right, and it still didn't work out. So I'm going to end up creating a border on the left side of that top square just so it can fill the whole page protector. And the reason why I wanted to fill the whole page protector is so that my sheet or my page fits snug in there and it doesn't slip out. I don't know if you've ever experienced that where you have a sheet protector and it's not quite the same size as your page, whether it's 12 by 12 or these pocket pages, that they start slipping out because it's not true to the size. So I I don't quite like that, so that's why I'm going to be trying to fit and work on that. Just filling in the papers. This is kind of my process of doing pocket pages, is I try to fit papers in the pages first alongside with the photos and then work on doing embellishments. I've seen some process videos where they work on one page at a time, so they would cut the papers, cut the pictures, and then embellish per page, but I kind of like it this way. It's more efficient for me and I can see them all. I can visualize the pages as I'm doing it to see if they're working out. My mind still works as, you know, as a 12 by 12 scrapbooker, and so I really like seeing the big picture rather than little bits here and there and then just putting them all together when you know, they're done. So I'm not that kind of scrapper, but yeah, so this is how I do my pocket pages, and I hope that you will get some inspiration and information out of this. So I have this paper from I think it's called Brothers. It's from Echo Park and it has these square bits and pieces of designs, and so I punched out some of the stars, some of the words with circle punch. I think it's a 1 3/4, and then I'm also cutting some stars out using my Fiskars punch out of some pattern papers, and I'm just going to be layering them. Now this page I am going to, I believe I made sure that this is a pretty flat page. I didn't want to add too much embellishments on it that is too bulky. I don't want my pages or my albums to be too bulky anymore. I've talked about this in a previous video as well, where um, all my pages seems to be warped because of my need to be all dimensional in my previous layouts. So I'm going to try to do as little of that as possible in this album so that my pages won't warp. So I think I'm pretty much happy with the way the design is going with this page. I I like that I was able to fit in all of my pictures in one page, one single page versus a double page. I was kind of worried that I will have to do 2 pages on this. Not that that's a big deal, but it's just that the way my configurations of the pages are turning out. I'm not, by the way, this album, I am not doing it chronologically, so I'm kind of jumping over um, whenever I have the inspiration or the pictures, and so the layouts that I'm making kind of have to match what is already existing in the album, if that makes any sense. I hope I did make sense. Anyway, so I am committing to all of the items that I have on this page. I'm adhering the elements, which is my ATG gun. I don't think I'm going to be busting out any other adhesive. Maybe uh, a glue dot, maybe. But other than that, I am not going to be adding any foam adhesive to this. And then I did switch up that top right photo and moved it to the left instead of to the right because I wanted to add the little circle there that I was only able to cut parts of it. So it wasn't a full on circle. And so I wanted to tuck the side of it onto the edge of that layout. So you would never know that I didn't punch it out completely, a complete circle, I mean. And I have to say, looking back at these pictures, 8 months was a fun month for my son because he was able to move around and do all sorts of fun things. I believe that my video cut out, so I'm sorry you weren't able to see all of the rest of the things that I put together, but here are the close-ups, and thank you for watching. I will see you when I see you. Bye, guys.